If you like runway fashion and you like upcycling, then this is definitely the video for you. It's Fashion Week. I'm super excited. Hi, I'm Angelina and this is Blueprint DIY, where we make our clothes to be just as unique as us. Now that we've got that out the way, I am super excited for Fashion Week. I do this video twice a year whenever a Fashion Week or all around the world happens, because as they're talking about spring, summer, I'm going to talk about fall, which are the shows that happened already, in order for us to be ready for this season that we're going into. And I'm going to do a review, and from the fall winter shows, I'm going to show the things that I think are going to be super easy for you to incorporate into your upcycles. Yes, upcycles. This is all about upcycles. We will do a show about the things that I think that you can thrift from the runway trends, but that's not this video. This is talking about upcycling, and I'm super excited because I found some things that are really pretty simple, and I think you're gonna love them. And before we go on, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a thing. Oh, and Next Top Upcycler is coming up soon, so make sure you guys pay attention to that. So let's get right into it. All right, so we are going to kick it off with a new designer to us, and I want to tell you, we picked a bunch of designers that we haven't reviewed on this channel before, so I'm super excited, and some of our staples, our favorite, the ones everybody knows. But I'm super excited to bring some that maybe you've never heard of. And definitely, if you are interested in watching the full shows, because I'm not showing full shows, I'm just highlighting some looks, definitely check the description box below to find the links to the full shows. All right, let's get this baby started. All right, so the first designer up is Jason Wu. Look at the bottom of this coat. Look at the fringe on the bottom of that coat. And this one that has the tassels on the side. Imagine just taking something that you really like, some fringe, some lace, and adding it to a thrifted coat. Amazing. And once again, this one to me looks like a scarf has been added. Now, of course, it is within the fabric of the coat, but I just think that that's amazing. You can add a scarf to a thrifted coat and it will just look super unique. And look at the flannel back and sleeves on this coat. So like you have a puffy coat and then you add the flannel to the back and the sleeves. Super cute. And look at this fringe. You guys are gonna see fringe coming up. So just expect it. That is amazing. Look at her wall. Yes, girl, that is amazing. Just add some fringe to a suit. And then here you can see, once again, fringe added to a trench coat. And I think this one is just added to the belt. So it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Like this one, look at that harness. Look at that, that is intricate. I like that. You guys know I like tassels hanging. That's my thing anyway. And curvy model, yes, they could have gave her some tassels too, I'm just saying. But just imagine, she would have rocked them tassels. But I had to highlight her because I love to see it. Love to see it. And once again, lastly, you can see she has the tassels hanging off the side of her skirt. So I hope that gives you guys some inspiration as to you can just add tassels. Just add tassels and automatically it will elevate whatever look, whatever outfit, whatever garment that you've added it to. All right, next up is Hermano Cervino. And like we were saying, tassels or strings hanging, and this one is to a sweater. So I just really wanted to kind of drive that home, that it's not just to work wear, but it's also to your lounge wear, to your sweaters. Imagine thrifting a sweater and going and buying yarn and just adding the yarn in a complementary color. They even have it with the bag. Love to see that sweater bag. It's not the last time you're gonna see it. And even to this brilliantly colored purple coat. So I just really want to drive that home. Just think about adding tassels, doing some exciting things, super exciting things to your clothes. All right, next up we have Raisa Vanessa. This one is a new one for us. And you guys know that I am very interested in doing piping. Oh, that's so gorgeous. Imagine those suits just plain, and then look at them with that piping. Just start contrasting piping. It does so much. It makes everything look so expensive. Look at that red, that or brown, whatever it is just so good. And I'm definitely going to do it. And it's in right now. I didn't even know it was coming in, but I am really excited about doing that. That's definitely coming up for us. So the next show is Hermes. And this is one that we do include quite often, but I did want to show, well, of course, look at this denim coat. Look at this denim coat. Just good. But I wanted to show you the piping in just these super cute pants. Not too formal, but these are more like a futuristic, and you know I'm loving this vibe. Like this futuristic vibe, and then the stark white with the black. Yes, I am digging that. And then that line across the knee, I really like that. I don't know why, I just really, really like it. The brown with the white, yes. Or it's not even white, it's like a light gray. That's awesome. And then you can see it here in leather. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it, and definitely looking forward to doing this type of tutorial. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do it, but we're gonna get it done. All right, next up is Gabriella Hearst. I mostly think about her for bags, but she has amazing garments. And I wanted to show you guys this. This isn't necessarily my silhouette that I love, but I did want you to see that it's still doing the puffy sleeves with the trench coats, and then with those, the bows at the top. That's something different that I haven't seen before, but this is why I showed you this. Look at this. Look at the lace between in my mind, two different garments, a sweater and a silk skirt, and then lace cut out in the middle. That can be done. That can be done. And I'm just super excited about it. I want to see, even if I don't get a chance to do it, which I'm hoping I do, I want to see someone do that. Please do that. And once again, the curvy model, yes. And they gave her an obi belt, just loving those curves, loving them. Yes, I have to share that because I love to see it, and I am beginning to see it more and more. So yeah, and she wasn't even super tall, and she was curvy, so yes. Thumbs up for that. All right, so next up is Adium, and I really like this brand. I've reviewed them before. Just a super cool vibe I really like about them, but you're gonna see, it's gonna be obvious what the upcycle inspiration for this one, and it's men's dress shirts. Of course, I always have some men's dress shirt inspiration. That one with the cold shoulders and the little flare. I think that will be super kind of simple to do. And then this one I really, really like with that flounce sleeve on the side, and then just kind of a cutout on the other side with an additional shirt. I like that vibe. And then of course with the draping back, really, really like that. So I hope that that is some good and kind of new inspiration. Like the one with the cutout, it was doing something different on the back. It was like the sleeve was a puff sleeve, but then it still had like kind of like a cutout, not just like a regular cold shoulder, but like I like the cold shoulder where it comes to like the point right under the arm. I really like that. So yeah, I hope that provides some new inspiration, men's dress shirt inspiration for you guys. And next time Upcycle is going to be menswear, dress shirts, suiting. So yes, that's coming up. So if you really like stuff like that, you're going to definitely enjoy it. All right, so next up is a new design that I haven't reviewed before. It's Maxigi, and I've never reviewed them in my reviews, but I did see Q2 Quan go into their store and shop probably about 2 years ago. They were in their store, but they just started doing one of the runway shows. I'm not sure which city, whether it's Paris, Milan, or London, but they have started doing one of the bigger shows, and I ran across it and I had to share it with you guys. Very utilitarian. Right off the bat, you can see these like bags that have ties on them, and you can tie it to your pants. I really like that. I like anything that's versatile, so you can take the bags off, attach them to your back, attach them anywhere you want to, and make the look totally different. That's something you can definitely do and add it to something that you in your wardrobe or that you've thrifted. And then this very utilitarian one piece boiler suit, and it has the exposed like denim seams. Really like that. You'll see once again those exposed seams with the fray on this denim jacket. So cool, like so I love that vibe. And once again, those bags attached to his pants. I am digging this. I love utilitarian, so that got me right there. And they have some other like really huge puffer coats, but they've always been doing puffer coats. Like even 2 years ago, that was one of their big things. So that's one of their just design features, one of the things that they do. But yeah, I am really digging this. This particular show was a lot more muted than some of their past collections, but I am definitely digging it. I like the utilitarian vibe. All right, next up is Gay and Lee, and this is another new one for us. And I want you guys to look at the additional, like this bra thing that's added to, it's on the front of her shirt. And I'm thinking that if you feel like you have something that is just plain, why not maybe add some of these like bra cups? I've been seeing this, but I just think I'm always just trying to highlight things that you can do, like additions that you can make, things you can take away, simple things that kind of elevate your wardrobe, make it unique, make it creative. This one here, I think, is just a full bralette on top. It might be attached to the dress, I'm not sure, but look at the back of that harness. I just love the detail there. It is so good. And like I said, this is another new one. I had never seen their show before, so I'm super excited to share it with you guys. Like I said, definitely go check out the full show. All right, so next up is Ethereal. We've done them before, but I, of course, had to show you guys this patchwork. It is, look at this coat. They mix prints in this show so effortlessly and amazingly. And these muted tones, I'm here for it. It's autumn, of course. But look at this. Like, I never would have put that together, but I'm digging her. I don't know if I could rock it, but I'm digging her. And look at these patchwork pants. I like those. And I'm not big into patchwork, but I really like those. I might switch out the paisley with something else, but I'm digging that. And look at this half and half shirt. I really like that. And I know that that's something we've done half and half before. I like the button up in the middle. So yes. And look at this like blazer, long blazer with the skirt kind of going on the bottom. I don't know exactly what that was. Let's go back. Let's look at that again. I don't know exactly what that was. I don't know if it's attached to the blazer or not. And it has some extra tassels, like ties, sleeves, something going down, and a belted, so we can't tell, but I really like that. And I thought that that was amazing inspiration for you guys. All right, so next up is Philosophy di Lorenzo Serafini. And this is like a Harry Potter meets Upcycler vibe. I don't know, but I'm digging this. Like this vibe, I am digging. I really like this, and I thought it was just so, like this patchwork, and patchwork of all different types and textures and colors. They mix it so well. Like these girls are so cool. Like they took old school uniforms and just paired them and upcycled them, cut them apart and upcycled them in all the right ways, and absolutely all the right ways. Yeah. Check out the full show. I really, really like this collection. Another one that I've never reviewed before on this channel. Super excited to see these. Sometimes it's hard to get through all of the shows because everything was virtual in the last season. So I think that not as many people showed. And I think that that gave way. It opened the doors for a lot of the shows that I don't watch a lot for me to see those, and I'm so glad I did. All right, next up is Ports 1961, and I am digging the overload of texture. Like, look at those shoes. My gosh. Overload of texture. And I love texture, and this is texture on 1000. It's just, it's so fluffy. But I was just thinking, like, I've seen another inspiration way like toned down, but I wanted to show you guys this because you're gonna see some things. And just think about thrifting a sweater and going to buy yarn and adding to it. Now, I'm not big into like crocheting my own sweaters, but I think that this is an option to add some texture to a sweater already and add like maybe patterns, letters, whatever, and just texture, colors to your sweaters. So that's why I wanted to show you guys, in addition to those amazing shoes, I wanted to show you guys that one. So yeah, like I said, everything mostly in this season, fall, winter that we're going into as far as runway shows, it was a lot of additions. Now, of course, this doesn't encompass everything that was shown in the fashion weeks, but I just pulled the things that I felt like were true upcycle inspiration. And I'm excited for these things because I really feel like it's bang for your buck. So it's not much effort, but the transformation is just like chef's kiss. All right, so next up is another new designer, Antonio Maras, and I'm assuming that's how you say that. I probably messed it up. But this makes me think of the beautiful, some of you guys, especially the ladies in my Upcycle group, a lot of them like cultural tapestries, and this made me think of you guys because, like I said, there's going to be a lot of additions that I'm thinking that we can add to our clothes. And look at just the amazing like tapestries that could go on coats, and of course fur collars are big. Look at like the patchwork onto the sweaters, and just like it's just really like the flowers on that blazer. This is just giving me so much inspiration, and so it's just like I would play around with it, like the patches on that shirt and his blazer. Like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. So I mean, look, I've thrifted a tweed coat like this, and if just with a little bit of sensibility, you can add these things to your garments, to your coats this fall and winter, and just have some absolutely beautiful, beautiful pieces. And you know, I just wanted to share this. I know this isn't everybody's style, but I think that these little bits and pieces, if you look at who you are, what you like I said about last week's video, the skirt wasn't necessarily my thing, but I think that the idea of it toned down in color, because I'm not big into color, but I can appreciate all of these things because just the way they're done. It's all about that. I think it's just the way that they're done and just serving the inspiration, like serving it on a platter, a beautiful platter. So yes. All right, so let's look at Louis Vuitton really quick. I know we share this designer a lot, but I wanted you guys to see something. Early on in my YouTube journey, I did a video about how to take the sleeves off of your coats, your blazers, and everything like that, so that you don't spend money on these sleeveless coats and blazers. So I will link that because they are back and you're seeing them everywhere. This isn't the only show that I saw them. I saw them on a ton of shows. Now I haven't done this one exactly that you're seeing right here with the open sleeves. I still want to do that, but I saw, like, when I first started doing these review videos, like that was something that was on the runway. So to see it again so soon, it's like, okay, but it's still something I want to do, so I'm glad. But if you're interested in these sleeveless coats and blazers, I have a video for you. Definitely check that out. Don't spend your coins on something like that. Just go take the sleeves off of something at the thrift store or something in your wardrobe and save yourself some money. All right, so next up, we're going to talk about Chloe, and you're going to see it right off the bat. The very first thing that walks down the runway is a puffer coat. Wait for it. With a poncho. You may like it, you may not like it, but I can appreciate the brilliance of that. Like, anything puffy is in, and we're gonna be doing some puffy stuff, some puffer stuff, but but I think that that's gorgeous. And of course, I love anything that walks well. With the tassels on the end, it makes it walk well. But I think that that's gorgeous. And you'll see in a second here that they also have a black one. And so even if you can't find like one of those intricate ponchos, like even like one of those blankets, you know, like with some texture, and then add a puffer, and curvy girl, they gave her tassels this time, but add a blanket to the puffer coat and you'll have it. But oh yes, they gave her something to walk with. And I also love this patchwork coat. I had to show it to you guys. This is more of an extreme case where you would take a bunch of, you know, garments and use a pattern and cut you out a coat. But like I said, once again, they're using the tapestry on the bag, tassels on the bag. You're seeing it over and over and over again. You guys are kind of seeing the trends. You were seeing the trends. Like I said, this isn't all the trends, but definitely in the world of what looks upcycled, this deconstructionism that we do, I think that there's definitely a trend. All right, so I hope you guys are excited for our last designer, another new one that we haven't talked about before, and it's Kim E. Kim. And I'm super excited to share it with you guys. Look at this coat. She's gonna turn around, girl. Yes, I like that little peekaboo. And then this denim was a little bit different for me. It looks patchwork. I don't think it is, but I like the gray tones in it. And then we've seen these because I've done these, but I like the little circle in the back. And at the end, you will see something else that I've done, but I'll wait to let you see it. But then the top with the ties hanging down, Yes, I like that. And the blazer, once again, done the same way with the ties hanging down. I really like it. It's stuff that I do. And look at this collar. I've never seen that before. Had to share it with you guys just because I've never seen it. And then once again, she has the bottom of her pants cut off and then the ties coming up to the top part of the pants along with the cutouts. I don't know how fall winter that is. However, it is cute. Now, we've seen this before, haven't we? Yes, because I have a tutorial on it I did last year. And as a matter of fact, the cropped blazer is a no-sew. I showed you guys how to do that without sewing. So yeah, definitely go check that out. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I have thoroughly enjoyed this because I love fashion and I love upcycling. And this is both of them together. This is both of them together. And let me know in the comments which thing are you most excited for? Are you most excited for like the tapestries, like adding tapestries? Are you most excited about the tassels and the ties? Are you most excited about, you know, puffy sleeves are still really in? Are you most excited about the piping? Are you most excited? What else did we see? Are you most excited for like the coats and the trench coats? And what are you excited for? And what do you want to see me do first? I am so excited to read you guys' comments and see what you say. Oh, and I almost forgot my top from one of our recent videos. Super easy, where I found a matching set, and this was the top from it. I just have on jogging pants at the bottom today, but the top was super easy, and I will share it with you guys right here. And of course, as always, I have other videos for you guys to watch right here. And don't miss, like, definitely, if you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe and turn on all notifications because we have Next Top Upcycler coming up, as well as our fall thrift haul where I do show you the runway trends. I'll show you the actual them walking the runway with the trends and me thrifting side by side, thrifting those trends. So you can see, even if you don't sew, you can see how you can get some of this runway action in your house on the cheap. All right, so I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.